My boss was at my desk and he stepped on my foot. And I was like, you stepped on my foot. Well, move your foot. Well, I'm trying to walk, so move your feet. Good morning. No, I'm looking a mess, but I'm rushing for work. A little bit late. But wanted to pop in and say good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Vlogtober day. Happy Vlogtober. Yeah, your girl just rushing for work. But I wanted to pop in and talk about something that happened to me in the shower, and I recognized it, and I was like, okay, devil, no, okay, no. So, the situation happened at work. I love this thing. I have it listed below. It's a liner, but then it dries up and it lasts all day. I put it listed below in my Amazon store. So, yeah. I was in the shower yesterday. I was at work and my boss was at my desk and he stepped on my foot. And I was like, you stepped on my foot. You know, I said it like that, like, come on now. Because he didn't say sorry, nothing, just stepped on my foot, and I snatched it back, and then I was like, you stepped on my foot. And he said, kinda jokingly, I don't know, well, move your foot. And I was like, I hit him, like, I'm at my desk. And he was like, well, I'm trying to walk, so move your feet. You know, he said it like kind of jokingly, you know, kind of not, because who says that? But, so my coworker chimed in, was like, she at her desk minding her business, and you telling her to move her feet at her desk, like, we always saying it kind of jokingly, but, yeah. So, not that great at doing two things at once. Matter of fact, we all are not. It's studies done. It says that, you know, anyway, that we can't do two things at once. This is Urban Decay. I'm the type, I need a lipstick that's gonna last all day, or it ain't gonna work. Anyway, I'll list this as well as the phone. So anyway, yeah, he was like, well, I'm trying. And then he like took an extended amount of time to keep going with it, when I'm like, show me what you gotta show me and get on away from that. But he was smiling, saying it kind of jokingly, but you know, I had like, cut it out, you know. And I had already did that, so as far as I was concerned, I was done with it. But he was like, yeah, I'm trying to walk, move your feet. That's what he said. I won't, you know, I should have stopped and said, I was trying to focus on the work, but in the back of my mind, you got the big head if you don't cut it out. So anyway, so yeah, that happened. And then later on, we were in a meeting, and one of my coworkers, you know how you cross your, we're sitting at a desk, a circle desk, and one of my co-workers crossed her legs, and her shoes hit my leg, my pants, and she was like, oh, excuse me. And I was like, but I still hate when people do that, right? I hate when people put their shoes on my pants. But you know, she said sorry, so there's nothing else to be done. It is what it is. I just acknowledged her, and she didn't do it on purpose. She, you know, it's just a mistake. So I was in the shower just now, right? And the devil, let me tell you how he works, okay? he put in my mind, he brought the whole thing back to my memory. And he was like, what do they think you are, a lapdog? Yeah, that's what came to mind. Remember I talked about these voices and some are not yours? Yeah. So that's what came up. And I was like almost agreeing with it. Like, yeah, I don't like when they do, you know, like kind of in my mind was talking to it. Like, yeah, I don't like when that happens. You know, that annoys me, whatever, right? And then it dawned on me. That's one of them voices. Why am I even wasting my time on an old scenario, number one? It's past. Now, my boss, yeah, my boss is just one of those, okay? Yeah. But my coworker, she didn't mean to do that. Like, she just was trying to be in her own space, and the table is kind of small, so, you know, that happened. But the point is, I know I'm late. The point is, why am I rehearsing this in my head in the shower when I could be praising God? There's so many other positive, I can be praying. There's so many other things that I could be doing besides going over old scenarios. You know, and that's how he gets you. He'll take a scenario that is over with, that maybe perturbed you a little bit, that kind of, you know, got you hot a little bit, and run it over and over in your head. That's what he likes to do. He likes to run it over and over in your head so that you can focus. He likes for you to focus on the wrong thing, on the wrong things. And keep your mind stead on the wrong things. In the Bible it says, keep your mind stead on Jesus. Well, if you're thinking about these little small things that happen, in your life, and you're getting mad over them, then you're not focusing on the right thing. Also, there are a couple of spirits involved in this whole process. One is the spirit of pride. Yeah. The spirit of pride. Who do they think they are doing that to you? That's pride. Pride is an evil, evil, evil spirit. So that's pride, right? Secondly, the spirit of offense. Offended. That's another evil, evil spirit. The spirit of offense. I have your whole life jacked up. Have you angry? All of that. So, in all of that, I just wanted to pop in and say, be vigilant. Be vigilant of the voices that are speaking to you, because I caught it mid-sentence. I was like, wait. Hold on. What's going on here? And then I was like, why am I even thinking about this? What's going on? So instantly I repented. I was like, forgive me, God, for even giving those voices homage. And then furthermore, I went ahead and did deliverance on it, like, get up out of me. And I'm one that definitely believes that deliverance is necessary. So, yeah. Ooh, I gotta get out of here, but yeah. I caught that happening. I was like, what in the world is going on here? What kind of thoughts is running through my mind? And why? And why? And why? And why? Why am I thinking about this right now? You know? So, be vigilant and pay attention to the thoughts and things that are going on in your mind. because he will try to sneak one over on me. This pen right here, I'll list this too. Look. And his coat, ooh. That's too strong actually, but it's cold air. Ooh, that's strong. Can you see it moving my braid? Wait, turned up. Anyway, I'll list this down below too. It's bomb. It's bomb. It's bomb. Especially for like makeup and stuff like that. So anyway, just wanted to chit chat while I had just a second. The devil's sneaky. How dare I'm minding my own business and he gonna try to sneak offense and pride into my life? No, I don't think so. So yeah. All right, guys, to the car, guys. I wanted to follow back up. I hope that footage is usable. If not, then I'll re-explain the story, but that tripped me out. And that's how it happens, just that fast. They'll put something in, Satan will put something in your heart and you sit up and fester over it. The next thing you know, you're mad. The next thing you know, you're ready for blood. You're ready to go get them. They come to you and say something, you're already offended. So it makes it that much worse. And then I also noticed that the same thing is kind of happening in general at work. You know, it's like you're going to deal with people. People are just a part of it. And you don't let people come between you and your money. And even you're going to deal with certain type of bosses. And you know, what their style is. Recently, my boss, he hired another person, and it seems like after he hired, and she's black, and it seemed like after he hired this other girl, at first I was the only black, okay, but it seemed like after he hired her, his whole managing style just changed into more of an authorian type of role. Before I was like, oh, he is so cool, like he was really laid back and just you know, he was a good boss. He was just laid back. Now I can barely deal with him. I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, he doesn't value our opinions. He don't want to hear nothing we got to say. He just want, and you can't run the whole thing by yourself. Like, that's why you have different roles, so you can have different input. Everybody's specialty is different. I don't care if you are the boss. Your employees, oh, that lighting. The lighting is horrible. I don't care if you are the boss. Your employees offer value. And that's why you hire a team and don't just do it yourself. So, yeah, he's become totally different. Just a straight up authorian. And it's hard to deal with. Because I bring value, baby. I bring value. I've been on so many different projects and money. Certainly I bring the value. So I'm giving you this value. That's how I feel. So I say all of that to say, see, I almost got caught up again. See how it can happen? But I say all of that to say, even though things might be an adverse situation, you have coping mechanisms and you cope with them. Well, the devil wants to attack the coping mechanisms so that you're in an unbearable situation. He really wants you miserable all the time, okay? And so I noticed that when I get my mind all right, I'm like, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to deal with it, you know? I'm not stuck in a situation. The Lord is dealing with me. The Lord is working with me. So I'm not going to worry about it. The next thing I know, I'm thinking about it again. And it just like keeps coming up. And so it's like, why? He wants me to suffer here. He really does. Anyway, yeah. I've just been thinking a lot about how Perspective is everything. Our perspective can change everything, really. The little story I was telling you guys earlier, even when people, like your coworkers or whoever, is in a negative state of mind or has negative things to say, that can affect your outcome as well. Even if you don't indulge in it, it can affect you. It can affect what comes out of your mouth next if you let it. Because 9 times out of 10, you can agree to what they're saying, right? So it's just kind of like, do you let that stuff get inside of you? And it's real hard not to, because we have opinions. I have opinions, girl. I have opinions. Speaking of that, I'm tripping because today I looked at my analytics and I'm always like, yeah, girl, yeah, this, yeah. 63 of y'all are men. Ladies, what's going on? What's going on, ladies? With my ladies? Now, the men, I'm not discriminating against the men, people. I'm hiding my badge. I'm not discriminating against the men, okay? Because I love the men. However, the men are not the ones that hit like. The men are not the one that hit subscribe. They just don't do it. They'll watch you and never subscribe to you. So if you're a man watching me, hit that subscribe button, please. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. But generally, the men are not the ones leaving the comments or hitting subscribe or like. And, I'm trying to build my channel. But thank you, men. All 63% of you guys. I was so shocked. I was like 63% men, 36% women. I was disappointed in you ladies now. What's going on, my girls? What's up? Where the ladies at? Where y'all at? Show up for a sister. Where my ladies? Yeah, that was very shocking. It used to be kind of like 53% men, 49% women. I can live with that. But 36 women? That was quite disappointing. What's going on, ladies? I'm a girl's girl, so I don't understand. Anyway, I need to get in here into this. I need to get in here into this office, so I'll chat with you guys later. I think I'm liking this Vlogmas thing. I can just run my mouth to y'all. Usually these are just thoughts that's in my head anyway. Things that run through my head, but it's nice to bounce it off of somebody. And you 63% men and you 36% women are who I'm talking to. You guys have a good day, and I'll check back in later.